Is it actually... I haven't actually set up the game. I'm very smart today. Very smart. Hello? What? Yes. Alright. Shovel Knight. Deathless. You know the deal. I know the deal. I'm still gonna die. We got pretty far last time. Now we're in. So runs it probably takes around an hour and a half in total. If I would actually complete it at some point. So yeah, another day of Shovel Knight Deathless attempts. I'll be stopping slightly earlier because I'm going to the movie and eating out. So I will be stopping. I'll only be streaming for about 3.5 hours. Slightly less probably. Good to keep in mind. Gotta fight the dragon again. Oh boy. Actually just, I've watched a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I sometimes watch like those compilation videos that they make on their YouTube channel, or NBC's, or I think it's CBS's YouTube channel. One of the networks, their YouTube channels. I just watched the one that's called Tearjerker. They actually compile all the, make a compilation of all the emotional moments in the show. So, wasn't the best thing to watch right before I started streaming. Real downer. But yeah, I would definitely recommend watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine for anybody, because it is a great show. I'm just thinking of what to do on Flying Machine, how I prepare myself for it. It's like Flying Machine and Treasure Knight's Iron Will, I think it's called, which are the two levels that are stressful. It's simple, just don't die. Very true, very true. Also, hey, Actor Cookie, how's your day? What did you send me, by the way? Like a plot setting for a D&D campaign, or just a setting? What was it for? Oh my! Alright, I got in the flow, and it was the wrong flow. Well, at least it's an early death. And it's the first of the day. So I got that out of my system. Setting for the worst anime I've ever watched a single episode of. Really? Like, the setting itself didn't seem that bad. As long as you don't rush it. whole world seems really cool. Yeah, it seemed like another anime I've also watched, which is like I think you've seen that one as well. Chrome shelled Regios, I think, but instead of lycanthropes. So the basic setting that actually Cookie sent me, by the way, for an anime, was that everybody lives in domes, in different domes in the world, and everything outside of the domes is eternal darkness, and there are lycanthropes there, so it's dangerous. And the domes are separated by class, and you can travel between the domes via trains. Which is, in my opinion, a really cool setting that you can do a lot with, character-wise. And secret-wise, right? Because you have this entire unexplored world, kind of. Or this world that hasn't been explored for years. Pretty much the game surviving Mars. Yeah, I know, right? It's like a very recurring, but sort of easy, but nice setting for games and novels and media in general. But then I'm surprised that they didn't do anything fun with it. Actual Cookie. Also, hey Chapio, what's up? It's Friday. Are you having an early weekend or working hard? This is definitely the first run we're doing, don't worry about it. Oh wait, that also reminds me I should update the try counter. Developing a demo application this morning, taking a little break. You did see the death. That's rude. Rude. How can you possibly see my death? There are no deaths here. This is a deathless stream. I'm real confused as to why 3 blocks are destroyed there. I did it last time I went around as well. Let's not die to the final skeleton this time, shall we? But yeah, I'm gonna go to the movies and watch Birds of Prey. The Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn? Something along those lines. It's basically what happens. Kufa Vampire is a half vampire assassin Kirito cosplayer who also tutors on schoolgirls on an all-girl school for 13 to 15 girls. Right. Yeah, so that wastes the entire setting, kind of. Because you turn the entire story inward, right? In the city. Instead of outside. Presumably everybody wants his tea. Well, that's just basically generic harem anime. Damn, that 180. Got him. Outside of one episode was more than enough, yeah. I would also probably not watch more than one episode of that. We were watching more Boku no Hero Academia yesterday. Man, I must say that show is still really fucking good. I feel like that show has no right being as good as it is. To be as good as it is. No shovels, or no weapons allowed, but shovels are fine. Give me that meal ticket. Try number freaking 10. Damn it. Double digits. Alright, get a kill sphere. We could get a magic upgrade. Do I want a magic upgrade? Sure. Let's get a magic upgrade. Does she catcall me? Yes, she does. Yes, feels strangely way too shonen, but equally really good at use of tropes and stuff. Exactly. Like, Boku no Hero Academia is the kind of shonen show where you're sure that there's no danger. Alright, we're not getting this music note today. But on the other hand, there is still, like, a lot of emotional beats. Don't lava bucket me, please. Oh god, I just remembered that there was an achievement that I already got, but it's the one where you have to complete a level without collecting any money. So I literally did King Knight's level, but then waited around for all money to despawn, so you can't accidentally grab it. It's just tedious. $40 gold. I feel like that was literally somebody trying to think up a challenge. Couldn't really think of anything. Said, hey, we can make them like not collect any money. That could be a fun challenge, but never actually doing it. Like, ah, yes, it's possible. And then somebody else implementing it. I don't want the flame rod that badly. I kind of want the flame rod, but... Got him. feel like I kind of should be collecting more money, but on the other hand, I just can't really be bothered. Yeah, I think I can first cycle that. Free. What the fuck? All right. 3,100 gold. Got him. I feel like that was faster than I do King Light normally. I don't know exactly how faster, but faster. Banana, 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 banana. All right. 48-24. That's a funny number. Because 24 is half of 48. I mean, there probably is, but I'm just thinking there's probably a speedrun world record for 100%. I wonder what route they take. Whether they do like one of the final levels twice or something for extra money. Or they're just better at the game. Stupid lightning frogs. Why is that a theme in games? I never really got that. Or is that just me? But, like, frogs and lightning I think, seem to be connected sometimes in games. Is there like a mythological lightning frog somewhere that I don't know about? I guess they are kind of amphibious, like eels? Yeah, but like... You don't see lightning crocodiles, right? Though that would be dope, by the way. Lightning crocodiles. You don't see them. Also, are crocodiles truly amphibious? Crocodiles breathe fire. Also true. Damn, dude. I feel like I almost died just now. Freaking frogs. Give me the money. 666 for money. Alright. Oops. I do actually want to buy that. Oh, I don't know. I just went for the chicken. I didn't even need it. Yeah, it's RNG whether a grave has a ghost in it. That's weird. I never really noticed that until now. Nice. I jumped right into the knife. Every time, dude. I just don't trust myself jumping on a platform. Get out of here, ghosts. Spectre Knights. Alright. I don't know what you can make by being sponsored by Raid, and all you need to do is surrender your credibility. Very true. Oh my god, I actually got hit by a skeleton. You're down here! I see you, motherfucker. I remember watching like a video on a guy who was so against Raid that he like explained to multiple, like he had multiple bureaus working for him to get sponsorships and that kind of stuff. And they still kept sending him Raid stuff, and he would do anything except Raid Shadow Legends. And he had to tell them like 6 times, please, anything but Raid Shadow Legends. I don't think it ruins credibility, but I do think people are just like kind of done by it. With it. By it. Alright, I'll catch her. There we go. But like, as far as I know, I mean, I also play like a gacha mobile game, so that's like one of those games where you just roll for heroes, champions, things. And you need a bunch of them, and you... Sorry. And you scrap all the ridiculous ones. All the low tier ones. And you have like a 3% chance to get a high tier thing. But as far as I heard, Raid Shadow Legends' gameplay is literally just that, while I feel like mine also has a nice combat system. Okay, bye skeleton. Feel there's a credibility because you can... Clearly you can be asked to say anything for the right amount of money, which is why you should use a different tone for a sponsor segment. It's clearly a different thing and very forgettable. Yeah. I mean, that's why people... Oops. That's why people usually make like a pre-prepared video for their sponsor. It's not just because... Sometimes it's because their sponsor wants some very specific things to be said. but it's also just to like make sure that it's clear that they support it much less, I would say. It's not part of their normal content. But I would also like to mention that when sponsorships are done right and the person in question actually does care about the sponsorship, it's a lot better. But yeah, that's the entire issue, right? Like for instance, when Sam Riegel does D&D Beyond sponsorships during Critical Role, I actually believe that Sam Riegel and the entire bunch of Critical Role actually uses D&D Beyond, actually endorses D&D Beyond, and actually likes D&D Beyond. Compared to some people who do like the generic things about Raid Shadow Legends. But it's just kind of the difference between wanting more exposure as a company or wanting to like reach a very specific target audience that you're aiming for, I think. Because if you want more exposure, you can just do the Raid Shadow Legends thing. And if you want to reach your target audience, you have to do the Sam Riegel thing, right? Because while we might not like it, we are talking about Raid Shadow Legends right now. So something's working in their exposure plan. And then even like Raid Shadow Legends, it's still targeted, or we can still call it targeted advertising. Wide net strategy versus a niche strategy. Exactly. And I mean, Raid Shadow Legends still, considering ads, it's still a niche strategy. Or would still be considered a niche strategy, because you only get it if you watch gaming videos on YouTube. Now a bunch of stuff is gaming videos on YouTube. Don't get me wrong. But like, for instance, I forgot the guy's name. Actually, Cookie and I both watched like the, there's a guy on YouTube who does novel reviews of both bad and good novels, and also just film reviews. Crimson Rogue, that's the one. For instance, a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship would be really weird for a guy who does book reviews, right? So it's still, in a sense, a targeted audience that they're trying to hit with Raid Shadow Legends. It's just that they have a very wide net for it. Among that targeted audience. Oh, we're actually gonna buy the throwing anchor. Alright. Yes, that is besides the original points. Sorry. Because that would still take away credibility from the people in question who condone said sponsorship. But on the other hand, I do think at the end of the day, I like my YouTubers to exist. So I'm more than happy with them having certain sponsorships to generate revenue. While some of them have like the entire pre-prepared thing, I am fine with it. But if they also sometimes had like personalized advertisements, or like they made the advertisements themselves, then there's a clear difference between which one they like more. Right. That distinction can still be there. Engage in single combat. Prick. Respective sponsor doesn't have to have credibility at all. You can do along with formats, timing, and content selection. You don't trust sponsored parts anyway. That's also very true. I need to pay attention to not die in this part. Alright. But yeah. And if you really support the product, you can do a full review and a demo instead of a segment. That's a completely different cookie. Exactly. Like, there are different ways to handle sponsored segments if you actually care about the thing. And even sometimes demos also seem incredibly ungenuine. Sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Well, for instance, like, who's it called? Philip DeFranco, who does the Philip DeFranco show on YouTube, which is a news show, is having severe revenue issues because YouTube, like, constantly demonetizes his videos, as far as I know. I think he said something about it today as well. And his sponsored segments, he has a bunch of them, and they're always pre-recorded, and they always feel pretty fake. Like, his personal merch seems pretty nice, and then he has some sponsored segments which seem nice, but he also has stuff like NordVPN, which, NordVPN, very good service, don't get me wrong. But, like, the pre-recorded stuff doesn't sound that convincing. Those raid finnings are in forging videos now. Alright, and that's the wide net. And those are that's the kind of advertising that actually doesn't work, if you ask me. But people still pay ridiculous amounts of money for it. But yeah. I mean, there's probably still a correlation between people who play video games and people who like forging videos, them being slightly similar age demographics. Gamers are going to hate raid. IT professionals are going to have VPN services. Yeah. Just get a VPN, chap, yo. It's fine. You need it. You just don't know it yet. And then if you are taking a VPN, you definitely need to purchase NordVPN, right? Watch the Raid Shadow Legends review. Maybe we watched the same one. Oh my god. Alright. Holy shit. That was close. I get one when I find one who doesn't lie. That's also a big part, yes. VPNs that are actually a VPN. Absolute Skinner box trash. Oh, that are VPN, but your ISP cannot read your personal information. That's bullshit in 99% of cases. When it is true, you get a big red page in most browsers. Yeah, true. Oh my god. Alright. I hit it on the side of the platform. I'm dumb. Oh, I'm dumb. Alright. Approaching try number 12. But first, try number 11. Still prove Chapio wrong. Way too soon. My brain was just like, just go. It's fine. If you like, jump on the platform. And then fall off the platform at the same time as the jello thing, it will be fine. You can just try a weird optimization that you haven't done so far and that you haven't proven that it works. And just try it right now. Even though you're like on a pretty good run and you're pretty far in, just do it. It's fine. You'll figure out whether it works or it won't. It doesn't. But yeah. Sponsorships, you know. In a way they suck and they don't provide anything, but in another way they allow for like the culture to continue to exist. Where does ad money come from? Who knows? Companies who pay a ton of money in order to get exposure. And I mean, for instance, I would probably love if a company would pay me a ton of money to do a sponsored segment, but it's not happening. Well, for instance, like a lot of things on Twitch, a lot of gaming streams are usually also sponsored. Like Magic the Gathering, for instance, also Wizards of the Coast sponsors a bunch of streamers to play whenever a new set is released and to also hand out like free pack codes. In the interest of balance, I'm currently watching 2 more reviews. I mean, I think the reviews on Raid Shadow Legends are pretty unanimous. But they suck. What the guest and what the host. Yeah, no, also that, but also like with the new Pharos set at least, a lot of people on Twitch started streaming Magic the Gathering on some days, even though they usually don't play Magic the Gathering. Well, they have played, or they don't play it anymore, or they like play it a lot less. One is very positive, actually. And review fixing is also kind of the worst thing in the world. I hate that it exists. Genuinely. Like even... I think a lot of people know about this one, but there's a YouTube channel called The Lockpicking Lawyer, and it's basically just a dude showing you how to bypass certain locks and why some locks are bad and some are better. And he had like a lock recently from Amazon that was the top recommended lock, and he had never heard of it. And then he got it, and it was like a lock that came with a $10 rebate, like a $10 gift card, as long as you like put a 5-star review on Amazon. Some people must like it, otherwise they can pay for ads. She was sponsored by Polarium. Beautiful. But I mean, they do make money. Like, those gacha games make an incredible amount of money simply because it's basically gambling. It really is. For instance, I've played my own gacha game on my mobile phone. I've been free to play for like 2 years. It's like a 3-year-old mobile game at this point, I think. And I have been free to play, but recently I did buy. My god, the economy in that. Even if you buy stuff, it's still worse. It's the worst, really. Like, you pay so much money for anything in those games. So, and there are a lot of people, like, it's not that many, but there's like an elite group of people at the top of the ladder. And those people must have sunk like thousands of dollars into that game to get up to that point. Hey Luca. What's up? We're bitching about mobile games. Well, we're not bitching. We're talking about sponsored segments and Raid Shadow Legends and... The original question was... The original remark was that if you have a sponsored segment, then all credibility is lost. Or well, not all credibility is lost. But for the sponsored segment, almost all credibility is lost. It's a day of cynicism. Hey, it's just a day of open discussion. And it happens to be a topic where it can be relatively negative. Yes, but not because of good gameplay. It's the same thing as gambling on slot machines. It's pulling a lever and getting shafted. The original point was doing a raid. Yeah. Doing a raid hurts your credibility was, I think, the original point. That if you... Because in a way, like, a lot of people on the platform have unanimously decided that Raid Shadow Legends is a bad game to sponsor. It is just a bad. I'm just trying to remember the name of Birds of Prey at this point. It's Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn, or something along those lines. Say that again in an Italian accent. Which one? Sorry. I live in the future, sir. It is hard. It's a bad. Reminds me of every time that YouTuber did a Dyson vacuum video. I don't know that one. It's a bad. Well, that's probably not really Italian, but who knows? Oh, every tech YouTuber did a Dyson vacuum video in the same week. Well, for instance, like Linus Tech Tips sponsored segments, I always skip or just like entirely mind blank out of existence. Like, I don't pay any attention when Linus does a sponsored segment. Laughs in float plane. Yeah. You have seen the brand and that's all they're after. Exactly. Except I don't remember those brands because I literally don't listen to them. But for people who do sort of like subconsciously know about the things. For instance, they also still do NordVPN, I think. I think they do NordVPN. And I do know about NordVPN. Who knows? Private internet access. Oh, please. Oh, needed 2 more. Alright, got a bit greedy. I swear to God, one day I'm gonna die to these frickin' propeller rats in King Knight's level, and it's gonna feel bad. Please. Dear streamer, I'd like to post a Raid Shadow Legends review. Look at the comments of other people. Sure. You can post the link. You're a mod, Actual Cookie. You're a mod. You have the power. And everybody can post the link, but it's nice to ask. Thanks. All right, let's take a quick peek.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, it's this guy. I think this is the one I watched. No. No, this isn't the one I watched. Went in, saw that they have Energy System uninstalled. Just hit another slot machine simulator. This doesn't sound like a review, but an advertisement. This feels like an advertisement trying its best not to sound like an advertisement. Stay away from these predatory games. I mean, it's not sponsored according to the description, so it's hard to tell. But that is also kind of too bad for... I kind of bunked that part up. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that was close. Because usually I jump the first 2 platforms immediately. But this time I, for some reason, waited at the second platform. He has been sponsored in the past, which does make it a questionable intro. I mean, hello seemed like a pretty normal intro to me. I'm sure there's more of an intro if I actually listen. I'm gonna get smacked! Oh my god. I got smacked. I need one more hit. Please! Get your ass over here! Dude. Seriously. And Champion, I don't have to die one more time just because you bet that we would win on 12. So far I haven't even made it to the last couple of holes. Gotta say, the whole review sounds like this. But for instance, like, the mobile gacha game that I'm playing, I would like to say that it is good. I can confirm it is not, but I do enjoy playing it simply because of the game genre, of the like game, sorry, not genre, game series. The mobile gacha game is the only thing that is up to date and kind of alive. The other most recent entry was a DS game from like 2012. 2014 maybe. And before that it was a PlayStation 2 game from like 2008. So it's slim pickings. And there are other spin-offs. It sounds like please let me do another sponsored segment of Raid Shadow Legends. Yikes. That does feel bad, though. If a YouTuber is actually asking for a second sponsored segment of Raid. Because then it does really sound like money grabbing. Like, if it's a genuine thing, it's fine, right? Like, I don't know. If Yacht Club Games would say, hey, we want exposure via my channel, question mark, question mark, question mark, why would you ever approach me? But let's say, hypothetically, they would. I would be more than happy to do it. I'd be more than happy to have, like, a sponsored stream of Shovel Knight. Yeah, it's a hard industry to make a living, I know. It's just kind of too bad that it has to be so dishonest, right? Or it feels dishonest, kind of. Because you know that the person that you're watching, sometimes, usually, actually, kind of also doesn't care about the product. It's a fine line between making money and not losing your credibility. Yeah, but it's not really that much about losing credibility either, right? That's kind of a personal thing. But I don't really care about credibility, because I'm not really here to endorse my opinion or anything. I'm just here to have fun and make people relax and enjoy their time off, right? I'm not here to, like, be the missionary of the Raid Shadow Legends. Like, I would love to be the missionary of, hey, Shovel Knight's a great game, but I'm not gonna be here like, hey, Shovel Knight is a great game and you should play it. No, I'm more here like, hey, I'm playing Shovel Knight and it goes something like this. And if you enjoy this or like the look of it, please go pick it up. It's fun. I enjoy it, even though I'm on try number 11. True in this case, yeah, but in the case of review videos, less. Yeah, exactly. Like, it depends on what type of content you're making. This is... I'm not 100% sure on that. I think Lion's Tech Tips was sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends at some point. I don't know. I'm just grabbing... or pulling back to Lion's Tech Tips. And they do review videos, right? But not games, so I guess it doesn't matter that much. Do I watch gaming review channels? At this point, there's been more raid than Deathless runs, Kappa. Hey, I've been playing Deathless runs the entire time, so... And we weren't talking about Raid Shadow Legends the entire stream. Should really wait with throwing that skull off the platform. I'm taking recommendations of gameplay fits no matter what they are shilling. You haven't been Deathless, my friend. That's very true, but like Deathless attempts at Deathless runs. Like, it doesn't roll off the tongue, so just do Deathless runs. Please stop doing this move. Like, you have 4 different moves and you keep doing the same one. Stop it. This is the one that's better. Because I get to do way more damage. No. Alright. I mean, recommendations in the end of the day are recommendations. You're more than free to either take the recommendation or not take it. Doesn't matter for shit what we say. Doesn't matter for shit. And there are always people who like things more than you do. On to a happier topic then. There's gonna be a Gloomhaven video game. Isn't there already? Or is it just in early access right now? Because I heard mainly Pastries talking about it. That he already had it. No, I haven't killed the last night dude yet. No. Frick. Looks like it's in early access, I see. But yeah, that is gonna be pretty cool. It also reminds me there's gonna be a Baldur's Gate 3 soon, and that reminds me that I still haven't returned to Baldur's Gate 2, even though I definitely said I would for those people who were backseat gaming back then. I'm so weirdly burpy today. Sorry about that. Less bookkeeping, yeah. I mean, that other board game that mainly Pastries and I were playing recently, Spirit Island, that's literally bookkeeping. Like in Gloomhaven, I feel like you still do a bunch of stuff. I believe there's an app for Gloomhaven. As far as I know, like I've only played 2 different board game-ish games with an app, and as far as I've heard from other people, playing board games with apps is more like you're playing the board game and then it's like, all right, it's time to grab your mobile phone because we put it on a website instead of on a card, which isn't bad, but like I guess it's still kind of faster. Wow. Terraforming Mars with Lucas Scorpion. This game's pretty much bookkeeping as well. So many counters and cubes. That's kind of like interesting, right? Because board games, like for instance Monopoly, is the other maximum of just bookkeeping, right? You're just rolling a dice, seeing if you can buy something, and then seeing, or if you need to pay for something. And then just doing that. And there's like... You haven't played things like Euro games? Alright, we're just going down here. Wait, I do actually want to save up 3k gold. Don't think that's happening. Stuff like Scythe and Pipe Tycoon? I've never heard of those. Please. After this, clearly I should become a Shovel Knight speedrunner. Once I finally do Deathless. No hitting me. Do you know of r/gatekeeping? Well, actual cookie, do ya? We're just gonna buy the throwing anchor real quick. It's not gatekeeping, it's just protecting. Stack technically elitism. Elitism from a gated community. I'm so glad we don't know the concept of literal gated communities in the Netherlands. I'm so glad it doesn't exist. Frickin' sometimes it doesn't line up, and I'm not sure why. Sometimes you can just go to the middle section on the very first, whenever you get into the room. Sometimes you can. Off to do some work? Alright, good luck. Thanks for stopping by, as always. And I hope you get your demo finished, maybe. I can also throw anchors, motherfucker. Monopoly is bookkeeping in a very literal sense, yeah. By the way, Monopoly is the one board game I absolutely, truly despise. As there is no fun involved in that game. Monopoly has the advantage of only needing to keep track of one thing, though. Yeah, kind of. You also don't really need to keep track of your money, right? Like, why? In Monopoly. Take that guy. Keep track of properties too. Yeah, man. You need to know if you can buy things or not. That's also kind of the point of Monopoly, right? You just need to know if you can buy it, like if you have the money for it. Like everybody is buying everything once they come upon it, basically, if they can. Because there's no reason 90% of the time to skip it. Because either you're buying it so that you can get the entire street, or you're buying it so that you can, like, gatekeep somebody else from getting the entire street. I haven't even used magic, motherfucker. Only way to win is to literally destroy everyone else, yeah. And there are some vague rules about auctioning stuff off, of which I'm not really sure. But usually, as far as I know, we've always played with the rule that you can just talk to each other and buy each other's stuff as long as the other person makes an offer and you say yes. For houses, it's somewhat strategic. Oh, and if somebody gets the street of like the final, the final street with the two spaces, and he gets the entire street and then builds a couple of hotels on that shit. Whenever somebody gets on there, it's basically game over. I feel like I just almost jumped too short. The fun part, the buying. I'm trying to read this, but I'm also trying to not die in this stupid lava level. Fun part, the buying is minimized, and the awful part, the luck and being unable to win. And the slog is maximized. Yeah. I don't know why I'm going up. 300 gold! Isn't it a lot of games to literally destroy everyone else? Yeah, but like, you can have an emphasis on co-op, right? or more of an emphasis on co-op. Isn't the goal in a lot of games to destroy everyone else? In a way. In a way, yes. Or for instance, like there, I don't know. What's it called in English? Life's Game, I think? You're literally not interacting with one another. Aside from sometimes somebody going, hey, you rolled a number that I have a share in. Give money. I'm just not gonna fight this guy. It's game of life. Yeah. For instance, Betrayal Legacy is a more is more focused on like cooperative play in 2 teams. And then sometimes it's also just still trying to accomplish objectives and not really trying to harm the other person, right? Or like harm. Not harm, but like fight against the other person. But even then, like, it is team versus team, but not always. It's also like the card games I always grew up with weren't so much about destroying the other person, but just mostly about playing cards, like having a fun time, getting a score. It doesn't really matter about winning or not. I know, it's a new mentality. For me, that's also what Monopoly is. That's fair then. Because Monopoly for me really is about, or well, always kind of has been about winning, or there has been a person that really wants to win Monopoly. No, but like by standard rule, most of the card games that I've played are also like about winning. I hate these birds, dude. I hate them. There's always that person. If you invoke his name enough times against them in the mirror, then he is summoned, like Beetlejuice and Bloody Mary. Here, whoop. Got him. Came clearing the shit out of everything. I mean, that's also why I think Actual Cookie and I like to just dick around with the rules, right? We sometimes just don't play according to the rules, just to annoy the shit out of the people who are really trying very desperately to play by the rules. Like, for instance, when playing Secret Hitler, we sometimes just play for the opposite faction. Just to fuck around with people who are trying too hard. Or too hard. We're trying very hard to win. Is that bad? Maybe. Ruining other people's pleasure. Stirring up drama for the fun of it. Yeah. Alright, just to check. These things don't yet... Oh no, they do summon fire when you're standing on them. I thought they summoned fire once you walked away from them. Can't say I don't approve. Everybody loves a good bit of drama. I just walked into that exploding rat. Ah, please. Can the rats frick off? Carrots. Frick the rats, dude. Frick them. Playing werewolves at AnimeCon, and I just said, listen guys, I'm a werewolf, you gotta believe me, this person is a werewolf. Also bumped into the pit, yeah. I mean, clearly that's what I'm actually worried about. It's gonna happen. Because we gotta go to try number 12, because that was Chapio. That's what Chapio has his bets on. Wait, I could have just gone just now? Oh well. I'm kind of dumb. What if this is the run? When I tried to execute me, I was a seer. But it's just more fun sometimes to be the agent of chaos. I feel like whenever there are people who are trying their very hardest to win, it is sometimes even more fun to just stick around. How the frick do I... Thanks. Alright. Clear the bird section. Let's get the chicken. And they were like, you must be the seer. And they looked so disappointed. And that's kind of what we do it for, right? Just to see the disappointment on people's faces when they realized they were wrong all along simply because we were dicks. Or well, not playing by their rules. I still don't know how to clear this section without using this stupid amulet. Frick. Frick. Frick! Frick! I looked over because I thought it was a normal ladder. I'm dumb. Alright, final try today. We still need one more power on Or a Spectre Knight. That's my original Spectre Knight. It's here. He became a human. And you get caltrops. That's fair. I did get all red skulls on that save file. Oops. Yes, Deathless 9, definitely. Also, I have to say you do sound somewhat edgelordy now, the disappointment in their faces when they found out they weren't playing by the rules. Yes, we deviate slightly from the words in the booklet, I am a Chaos Lord. Hey, we are just Chaos Lords. You can't stop us. And we dick around in every single game that we can possibly play. That's not entirely true. Alright, try number 12. Is this the one? Is Chapio's one to believe? Yes. I myself remain to be skeptical. Within Werewolves, confusion is a super viable strategy, true. Oh god, I remember playing Town of Salem for a while, which is like Werewolves, but then online basically, and a couple more roles are added. I think. Or at least there are modes with a couple more roles added. People can get so upset in that game. And it's all text-based, so everybody, like, there's no real bluffing or seeing through bluffs, because it's all text-based. It's just people claiming what they are. I remember watching some ranked videos as well from some dude who was pretty high rank, who was always, I don't know, if it was town, he was always like immediately declaring his role and getting upset when other people didn't declare their roles. Maybe I'm just a bad werewolf player. Fucking screwing over meta gamers. Social deductions is a happy little accident. $1,800 gold. It's, by the way, also very fun in Secret Hitler to be the liberal and then pretending to be fascist and seeing the like looking around and seeing the faces of the fascists who are like, what the fuck is this guy saying? He's not on our team, right? And it's like, oh, so those are the people who are fascists in Secret Hitler. Very nice. Actually sounds like a valid strategy if you put it like that. I mean, in a way it is, but you have also ruined, like, all of your credibility. You've also ruined all of your credibility. And though you know... What the fuck is with that screen? That's the second time I died there today. We'll do another fucking run here. What the fuck, dude? There you go, Chapio. Try number 12 was not it. Just for you. I'm just gonna grab some water real quick. My green screen. Yeah, you okay? Okay, good. I'm so much more awake today than I was yesterday. Yet my Shovel Knight gameplay does not feel awake. I think I do have to collect like a little bit more gold than I'm doing right now. Because I skipped like the one pile. God, I'm gonna have nightmares of this music, I swear to God. I love your soundtrack, but it is also repetitive as all heck. Ah. Man, maybe I should just like after doing the Deathless, maybe I should just return to doing one speedrun just for speedrun.com, submit it and see see if I get anywhere near on the leaderboard. I don't remember whether I think that you have to do the you have to use the software and not what's it called? Not just look at the in-game timer. I remember that as well. I used to watch a lot of live split. Yeah, that one. I don't have it because I have never played a speedrun. Oh well. But I remember watching a lot of Dark Souls speedruns. But they save and quit so much in that game that the in-game timer, while accurate, does not depict the actual time of the run. Usually there's like 5 to 10 more minutes added thanks to all the save and quitting. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes, he's done it. He's done it, chat. It's the hardest part of the entire game. And he's cleared it in a single try, finally, after dying to it 2 times today. Feels bad, man. Oh god. You know, I cleared the King Knight's Deathless run in 1 try. Or maybe 2. I think 1. And I also wasn't really nervous at dying in that one. Can I please jump on his head? Oh my god. There we go. If you can beat it in under 1 hour and 30 minutes, then it'll be top 178 at least. Well, that requires submitting a game now. I can do that. I have done that. And the save file still exists. But where's the proof? Oh, I also need to make a return to Cuphead at some point. Frick. Frick. Keep forgetting about that game. I still haven't cleared Cuphead entirely. Gimme. Gimme that grass. Yes. A motorcycle drove past at maximum velocity. How else can they disrupt the city center? Pridemore Keep. Let's get shoveling. You can shovel me any day, baby. Or is that weird? I think that's weird. Hey, I don't kink shame. Well, I do. That's weird. Ah! Thought I would get lava thrown on me. I wonder if we do if we would do a speed run of this, what route would be best for me? Because I'm pretty bad at playing with the alchemical coin. So the Gloomhaven game has the following things automated: turn timer. That's all. The rest is all still manual. Like, you still have to grab your own cards, collect your own class. Oh, elements. Well, elements is something. Enemy cards and hit deck. I mean, that's a decent amount, kind of. But there weren't like, there was a bunch of things in the Gloomhaven in the manual. Oh my god, there's a bomb there. In the manual for if you're a first time player to like omit a bunch of rules or like do something different on your first session than you would do normally. Like flip the enemy card, I think, is something that you did because it was first session. So we would get to see what the enemy does, even though normally you wouldn't. But we always did it on like first turn in combat or something along those lines. Flipped it first once. Nice. Very good yump. Maybe you would, if I would do a speedrun, I would probably not destroy every checkpoint, but some of the higher value checkpoints I would want to destroy. Normally once everyone is chosen, you flip the behavior cards. Yeah. Yeah. Got him. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, we also need to do a naked Shovel Knight run where you don't spend any money. So that's gonna be riddled with death. That's gonna be fun. Oh boy, that sounds hard. Actually, I think it was surprisingly easy when I did it on King Knight. That means you have when brain. No, yes. No, you start out with 3 HP and you get 4 after this stage. And then 5 after the next. After the next 3 stages. So yeah, you would do the final boss on 5 health. I thought you would have to do the final boss on 3 health. That money just went out of the screen. Come and get me. Gotcha. All right. Very fun screens. That's always like slightly close. I feel like I should wait more often there. Get hit by a freaking skull, dude. Nice try, motherfricka. Stuff. But like I did the no spending money on the King Knight run, and that was really easy, so I'm not... I think that the Shovel Knight one shouldn't be too hard either. Oh no, I have to climb this ladder. I feel ashamed. Please. Goodbye. I'm just gonna go. Have fun there, skeleton. $500, baby. I was gonna say that frog isn't actually able to climb all the way up here, right? Oh my god, and I spawned the frog. Darkness platforming. I hate it. Still do. I will say so time and time again. but it is actually the worst. I feel like I need to master how to kill Spectre Knight quickly then. Like the thing where they jump back and forth and keep him in one place. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. What? What the fuck? Dude, guess we're just taking it really slow then. Alright. Jesus Christ, that went bad. Holy shit. What a bad fight. And we need 500 gold for both meal tickets. So, we need to earn like 500 gold from the campfire and our dream in total. I think we need to... That basically means we need to kill at least one of the 2 gold armor dudes. Nice. Sorry, Shield Knight, just had to grab the money instead of you. Don't worry about it. Meal ticket. Iron Will. Way back. I didn't do any meal tickets. I'm retarded. We're gonna do this at 5 health. My god. I'm like full speedrun mode or something. Full speedrun mode. Zero thinking mode. Oh god, the music here. It's so good, but also kind of bad. Nah, I just like it. Never mind. I take it all back. I'm just being contrary for the sake of being contrary. I'm being stalked by these stupid eels. Damn it. Well, we'll have enough money for the throwing anchor. And then some. Hmm. One might wonder, if you just hold down whenever one of those fish comes up to you, how did you ever die here? Tried to use my magic, didn't work. Alright. Give me the throwing anchor. Frick this guy. Oh my god. Get hit by your own balls. Or orbs. Or something. Like there I could have done it first cycle, definitely. Now... Alright. Spectre Knights. Fuck this. Fuck this, dude! Jesus Christ. What a way to go.